Jet here from Retiring Disgracefully. It's still called Retiring Disgracefully at the moment, but hopefully by the time I get to my destination in about a week's time, I'll have changed the name. Although having said that, I've had a lot of people who've contacted me and said they love the name, so it's still up for debate. We just have to wait and see what next week brings. Okay, well today I'm heading off down to Koh Samui. Going to take about a slow week's drive down there. Drive for about an hour each day for about 7 days, and I'm going to stop and show you some fantastic places on the way down. The first place this morning will be Samroyot Beach, which I'll stay there the night and show you what that's like. I'll probably go to the national park, Samroyot National Park as well. Now I'm going to try and do this on a bit of a budget, not a backpacker's budget or anything like that. I still like to live quite nicely, but I also like to save money to spend on other things when the need be. So this is going to be on a little bit of a budget. I'm going to try and find the best 3-star hotel I can get. I normally stay in 3-star hotels, they're good enough for me. I don't go for the 5-star, I don't pay for the luxury that I don't really use. So that's the plan today, but first of all I've went out and got my breakfast. I'll show you what I got. The yogurt was 15 baht, coffee was 25 baht, and I went to the market and got some fruit, some papaya and some pineapple, so quite a healthy breakfast. They came to 20 baht for 2 of those. So that came to 20 baht, what's that, 45 baht, 50, 60 baht for breakfast. And a healthy breakfast at that. So I'm going to have the breakfast and then get on with my day. So here we are, all loaded up and ready to hit the road. Don't take too much, I've just got a bag with some clothes in to last me a few weeks. I've got my camera equipment in the back there, and my bag there which has all my passport and all my things that are very important. I keep there right next to me and carry with me all the time. The phone for directions, and not to forget the crash helmet. Okay, before I set off on my journey, 2 things to do. First is I want to go and get a service. Very important to make sure that if you're going to be going on a longish journey, you want to make sure that your motorbike is up to it. So I'm going to head down and get a service. Let's do a service anyway. I'll get the brakes checked, I'll get the normal oil change and service, and I'll get the tyres checked for pressure, and just tell them I'm going on a bit of a journey and make sure that the bike's up to it. And then I'm going to come back and get my bags, go fill up the petrol, and head to Koh Samui, taking the Scenic route. So here we go. So this is the Honda service centre. I'll just get myself a drink here. It's quite a hot day outside. I'll get a drink before I go any further. 1 second. Yeah, so this is the service centre. This is where I bring my motorbike to every time. They do a very good job here, very thorough. My motorbike is now out of warranty, so I have to pay for the service, but it's not going to be very much. I've asked them to check the brakes and the tyres, and I've told them that I'm going on a fairly long journey, and I want to make sure that it's the bike's up to it. So they're going to give it a real good check over, make sure that it's 100% before I set off later on today. So they give it a good check over. It was only 372 baht for the service. They had to change the air filter as well. They said everything else was good. They said I might need the brakes checking again next time I come for a service. Maybe I need new brakes. But I'm going to pull in for petrol here. Most of the people who work in these service stations are from Myanmar. And you always get this in Thailand, you always get that they actually fill the tank up for you. It's not self-service like they are in a lot of Western countries. Always good service. If you've got a car, they will normally wash your windscreen as well. So it's a very good service, and they're from Myanmar, but I've yet to find anyone yet from Myanmar who doesn't speak good English, which is not always the same when you get served by Thai people. So a full tank of gas came to 110 baht. It's gone up a little bit in the last few months, petrol, as it has all over the world. I think with the war in Ukraine, it's had something to do with that. But still, 110 baht to fill your bike up once a week is not too bad. My motorbike takes 95 gasohol, which works out at about 39 baht a litre. It's a lot cheaper than you'll find in most Western countries, that's for sure. So let's say goodbye to Hua Hin for the time being anyway, at least for a week or so. Let's head out to Samroyot Beach, which is my first stop for the night. It'll take about an hour to drive there. There's a quicker way, you can go through Pranbury, the main road, but I'm going to take the scenic route around the beach areas, going past Koh Tao and Koh Kolok, to take in many of the beautiful beaches that are in the province of Prachupkirakan. So sit back and enjoy the ride. So the first beach of note when you leave Hua Hin is Koh Tao, which is just to the left of us here, the turn off here. Koh Tao, I did a video on it a couple of months ago, and it's a very lovely place to live if you like the quiet life outside of Hua Hin. I'll put a link to that video in case you missed it, because it's a shame to miss it, but I've already done a video, so I don't want to drive past there again now. Koh Tao's only about 10-minute drive from Koh Takiab, or about a close to 15 or 20-minute drive from Hua Hin, but very well worth a look at. I'm going to make a stop here. I've passed this coffee shop many times when I've been driving to Pranbury Beach. It's called the Forget-Me-Not Cafe and Farm. So I'm going to go in there, feel like a coffee, wake myself up a little bit. So here we are. I'm going to go and have a little coffee here. So this is the Forget-Me-Not Cafe and Farm. Yeah, I've always been a little bit intrigued by this when I drive past because it looks so nice. And I checked it out on Google, and it's got a lot of good reviews. So I'm going to come here and have a cup of coffee. It's only about a 20-minute drive out of Hua Hin, and you just take a left-hand turn when you head for Pranbury Beach. So just type that in. I'll put a link in the descriptions to this anyway, so that you can find out where it is. It's very nice, beautifully kept, lovely gardens. I found that a lot here. A lot of coffee shops are like this. They've put a lot into it. Not just your hole-in-the-wall type coffee shops. That's inside, but I think I'll sit outside. Have a little walk around first, shall we? Lovely and cool. It's been a good day to drive today, actually. It's not too hot. A little bit of cloud around, which is good. Keeps me in the shade. And of course I get the breeze from driving. But yeah, this is very nice. A very good place to stop off if you're heading to the beach areas, the outer beach areas of Hua Hin. And you really should, if you possibly can, you should get out if you can. Rent a motorbike, rent a car. Very cheap, and you can get and see some lovely different beaches and stop at places like this on the way. It's not all about tourist areas. There's a lot of places off the beaten track if you go and look for them. And there's always little coffee shops or restaurants in all these places. Quite often they're not, as you get further down south, in between here and Shumphon and Surat Thani. A lot of the places don't cater for Farang. You won't find Farang food, but you'll get plenty of cheap food and authentic Thai food, which is always a bonus. Okay, I'm gonna go get myself a nice cappuccino. So this is Pranbury Beach. This is about 25-minute drive from downtown Hua Hin, and it just goes to show you when you come places like this, you get a whole beach to yourself. But beaches like Hua Hin Beach and Khao Tak are busy now because of Songkran and mainly local people coming and taking advantage of the beach while there's no Farang here. So, but as you can see, beautiful beach, goes for miles. Goes all the way down that way. You can walk all the way around the headland there, where that trees are sticking out. And really is a beautiful beach, and somewhere to come where you can relax and just do your own thing without having to think about tourists. The downside is there's not really many places to eat if you don't like Thai food, especially because out this way you will find mainly Thai food, unless you go to a 7-Eleven, and then you can pick up your sandwiches and your chicken wings and things like that, which aren't spicy if you don't like spicy food, or if you're not keen on Thai food. As you can see, I left my things on the motorbike. I could see it from where I was anyway, but I do that a lot anyway. I feel a lot safer living here in Thailand than I do in other Western countries I've lived in, or even other Asian countries I've lived in or visited. People here, the majority, not all, obviously, it's not going to be 100%, but the majority of people, being Buddhist, are very honest because they're worried about what happens in their next life if they do something bad in this life, which is a good way to be, actually. I wish more people did that and thought about the next life, and if you steal, or if you kill someone, or if you rob someone, or you injure someone, then maybe your next life won't be so good. So that's what Buddhists believe. Just left all my things on there. I left my phone, or everything just sitting there because, as I say, I could see it. But even then, I've left my keys in the motorbike. Many times I've left them by mistake, and I've come back an hour, 2 hours later, and the motorbike's been there. Obviously people can see the keys. I've left my phone by mistake on there as well, on many occasions, and gone to look for my phone to make a phone call or check the time, and I think, oh, where's my phone? I left it on the motorbike. I run back, but never lost it yet. It's still there. Everyone leaves the helmets on the motorbike, and I've never known anyone to have a a helmet stolen, which wouldn't be the case if it was in my hometown in Middlesbrough, or even in Australia, the places I've lived. I'm not saying they're bad people, but a lot of people do steal if they see something. They just can't help themselves. This is the other end of Cranbury Beach. A lot of you look to the right. Oops, another speed bump. Look to the right. There's lots of accommodation and hotels. These are mainly for people who live in Cranbury or Hua Hin and places like Shumpon perhaps, who come for a break to get out of their towns. More for Thai people than they are for Parang or for tourists. And I was surprised how many there are, so they must be quite busy at weekends. I think they're not busy now, there's no one here. That's probably because of COVID. People aren't travelling as much as they used to. But I would imagine last week all these places would have been busy, with it being Songkran. One thing I'll never understand, I don't know if it's worldwide, but with Thailand anyway, everywhere you go, there's speed bumps, which is good. It does stop the traffic from speeding, and they love to speed in Thailand, so it's a good idea. But I just wish they'd spend a little bit less money on speed bumps and perhaps fill in some of the potholes that frequent many roads here in Thailand, especially the side roads. You drive down there at night time, you can't see the hole and you can do a lot of damage. Especially on a motorbike, you can do damage to yourself and the motorbike. Not so bad on a car, you've got 4 wheels, it's not going to tip over. But on a motorbike, you really don't want to hit a deep pothole without seeing it. Oh, see what I mean? So many speed bumps. This is the next beach along after Koh Tao, Cranbury Beach. This is Koh Lak. Now I did a video on here, I'll just pull in here and show you so you can see the beach. I did a video on here only about, that's the beach down there, I won't go in, I'm not going to stop here. But I did a video on here about a month ago, so I'll put the link in that for you so you can take a look at that. No point me staying here again, I was here only a little while ago and I showed you everything there was to see then. So we'll carry on now and head to Sam Royot Beach, which is where I'm going to stay for the night. Oh, lovely big temple there. I've never come along this road before, so this is all new to me also, but that looks like a nice temple. But that's the thing, when you come off the beaten track and you head down these little side roads, you see so much more places that the average tourist doesn't see. You can see the beach ahead of me here now. I didn't even know this was here. I've been to Koh Lak a few times and I always stop back there. I never come this far, but look at it. This is like a fishing village, I think. Yeah, the boats must go out every night from here. We'll look down this way. They must sell seafood here on an evening by the look of it. Fresh seafood as it comes in from the boats. So much to see. I love exploring, and I see lots of tourists come here. They just do the normal tourist thing, stay in the towns, the bigger towns or the tourist towns. But you come places like this, and look at this beach. I don't know if you can see through the mist there, but just turn the motorbike round here. Look at this. It's absolutely spectacular. And we're heading over this way to Sam Royot Beach. and that's it over that way. It's only about a 17-minute drive from here, but look, you can come here and you've got the whole beach to yourself. And on an evening, if you come here, you go and buy your seafood over that way, and they'll cook it for you. Life don't get much better than that. So I've been driving for about 15-20 minutes from Cranbury. Came through Kalkolak, and I've hardly seen anyone. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful. Lots of nice hotels along here, lots of residences, but no people. Have you in this area? You come down this road and it heads to Phra Nakhon Cave, which is a beautiful cave. You've got to take a boat around to get there, but it's a beautiful temple within a cave. And I did a video about maybe 6 weeks ago of Phra Nakhon Cave. So I'm going to put on the link to this video. I'll put on the link of the day that I went to Phra Nakhon Cave. Yeah, another fishing village. Yeah, you find lots of these fishing villages down the coasts of Thailand and on the islands of Thailand. Fish is a very big part of their staple diet here in Thailand, squid especially, and prawns, or gung as they call it here. And it's free, so you know, if you come fishing by yourself, but if you buy from the boats, it's still very cheap to buy from the markets. You can live very cheaply as a local by buying squid and fish. Yeah, so if you're down this way, if you're going to do this scenic route drive down the east side of Thailand, come and see Phra Nakhon Cave. Look at the link, take a look at it, and if you think it's something for you, come and have a look. So this is the main road that leads down to, well, all the way down to Malaysia. I took the scenic route, I took the beach road to show you the beaches, but now we're back on the main road. Carry on down this way. This is the road to we'll go all the way past Koh Samui, past Suratani, through Nakhon Si Thammarat, past Krabi, and onwards to Malaysian border. So it's a long old road. So that's part one of my scenic drive to Koh Samui. Check out my video tomorrow, which will be on Samroyot Beach, the hotel I stay there, and Samroyot National Park. So if you haven't already done so, please push the subscribe button, it'll help me a lot. Thank you very much. And push the thumbs up button. And if you know of anyone who might like to watch my videos, push the link button and forward that to them. If you're thinking of retiring or living in Thailand, please take a look at my book, The Retiring Thailand Handbook, the first 6 months. You can find it on Amazon. It's crammed full of information to help you tiptoe over the logistics of making Thailand your home in retirement. Thanks a lot for watching my video. So until next time, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.